All right, people, let's go ahead and do this. Yeah. How's everybody doing this Friday? It's the weekend. Hope everybody had a good week. And we can do a little bit of streaming tonight, and there'll be some more time over the weekend. Damn, you going to do the career mode thing? No, actually, I'm actually going to take I'm testing some another thing called Bush Radio audio tours. So basically points of interest along the way. You kind of discover it, and once you find it, you mark them off and you try to see how many. So they start these leaderboards and things like that. So anyway, we'll be doing that today. Maybe later this week, and we'll do some more career mode as well. Just try to mix things up. Let me see. I need to set up there we go. So we'll get this. There we go. There's the 172. And I am streaming this evening. I am trying something on both YouTube and Twitch. I'm using my old Twitch account, which is also Game Speaker on Twitch. So we're going to see how this goes. I have the ability to see both chats at the same time. So just throwing that out there so you guys kind of wonder what's going on. Why I'm talking to other people as well. That's what's going to happen. So let's go ahead and get this bad boy prepped. I believe I did a hotkey of Shift C, takes all that out. It's a nice day. I set this purposely daytime and no clouds so we can hopefully see the points of interest. So let's jump in the plane here. Turn this guy on. Let those stabilize. We're going to be flying up to Martinsburg, but along the way there's a couple points of interest, so I've actually created some waypoints. Let's see. It's actually points of interest from another piece of software called Bush Radio. I think it's bushradio.com. So basically I have this map in front of me, and then on my EFB there's another app, and it kind of tracks it, and as I go over within a certain radius, there'll be some audio tours that actually take place. I need to fix one thing. I need to get you guys up on my stream here, so let's see. Yes, there we go. There we go. I think we're good. Just double check another thing real quick. And just say boo. Make sure this comes from Yahoo. Nope. I'm having an issue right now with my chat. Let me try it again. So why aren't we going live here? Okay. Where's that chat? Maybe here. There we go. Yeah, I think that's good to go now. Let me try one more thing. We'll get going here. It shouldn't be too much longer. There we go. Now I can see all the chat. I've got a screen in front of me that actually shows both chats. So let's try this. Cut this down. Okay. So let's get this bad boy programmed. Ooh. That's not good. This doesn't fire. Do I need to come out? I hope I don't have to come out. Maybe there we go. I got to figure out how to do that. Essentially what I'm going to have to do is probably search the world photographer and then just look at the points of interest around it. Like, just try to kind of piece it together. Now, I can actually submit some points of interest so that it will actually get into their database. I know that there's a couple, like, packages that people have put together based on the 2024 world updates. So it is possible to do that. It's a good recommendation, actually. So I can see my flight plan. Everything is good there. See beacon light, taxi navs, strobe. The developers actually told me for Bush radio servers that they actually had to reboot the server. Something was not acting right. So they restarted it. Okay, I think we're good. Let's just double check this. Yep, that's good. Hopefully we get a couple things here. Okay. Yeah, I'm not hearing my plane. Maybe it's because that's weird. Let me see if the weather, I can hear the weather.
Kilo Juliet Yankee Oscar
There we go.
Weather observation 0100 Zulu. Wind calm. Visibility 9er. Sky condition clear. Temperature 15C, dew point 13C, altimeter 299er2.
We'll go ahead and set that 29er92.
Kilo Juliet Yankee Oscar automated.
Okay. So I guess we go here first, ground services, go back to clearance. Okay, so we want to go to the north.
Ground, NCJ 472 Golf, Sierra, Charlie 1011 ready to taxi, north departure.
NCJ 472 Golf Sierra Charlie 1011, taxi to and hold short of runway 17 via taxiway Bravo Alpha. Contact tower on 127.5 when ready.
And we'll go ahead and acknowledge that.
Taxiing, hold short runway 17 using taxiway Bravo Alpha. NCJ 472 Golf, Sierra Charlie 1011.
I found out today that this airport, my home airport, Leesburg, Virginia, actually has a air show in September, which I plan to go. Be kind of cool to participate in that. All right, so let's go ahead and get this bad boy up. Let's see. Start the plane. Ooh, it's because of mixture. Hehehe. Check my flaps. Whoop. We want this. We gotta check our fuel. Yeah, I don't like that. Let's go ahead and put more fuel. Doop-a-doop-a-doo. This should be good. Load aircraft. Okay, right there is good. Make sure it goes again. Hit back. Oh, before we take off, let me get the Bush client going. Make sure I'm logged in. It's not connected. This is what actually tracks us. Come on. There we go. Doop-a-doop-a-doo. So hopefully you guys had a good day today. It's Friday, it's the weekend. So let's see, we're gonna do about up to Martinsburg. We're gonna do 4,500. One west. FLC is going to be 7,400 for this plane. And I think we're good. We can taxi. Oh, oh my God, my chair is like out of control tonight. I have this aging floor mat and sometimes the wheels get stuck in it. Okay. Go ahead and minimize that. We had some thunderstorms in the area this evening, so I didn't want to stream. I was waiting for them to finish. That's why I started late today. Plus, it's Friday, so I don't have to get up tomorrow and sleep in a little bit. So, if you can believe it, Microsoft and Asobo announced Sim Update 3 today. You don't hear the engines? Or you didn't even hear the ATC? Hold on. Okay, I'm hearing engine sound, but let me see what I did. Additional, see, yeah, it should be coming to you guys. Let's do, okay, hold on a sec. That's that. How about now? Testing 1, 2. What I'm gonna do is put the ATIS on.
Kilo Juliet Yankee Oscar Automated Weather Observation 0200 Zulu. Wind calm. Visibility 9er. Sky condition clear. Temperature 15C, dew point 1 tree C, altimeter 299er2. Kilo Juliet Yankee Oscar Automated Weather Observation 0200 Zulu. Wind calm. Visibility 9er. Sky condition clear. Temperature 15C, dew point 1 tree C, altimeter 299er2.
So you're getting the sound from the game.
Yankee Oscar
Hold on. Let's do this. I think it's probably in the configuration. Let's try this. Let's go to sound and bring up the engine's at 50%. So let's try a little bit higher. Let's try about 75%, actually. Can I just type in there? Yep. You should hear it now. Let me rev up. The fact that you could hear ATC tells me that you're hearing the sim. It's just the level of the different things. Okay. I can put it up if you want. Let me do that a little bit more. Whoops, wrong one. Let's just do it at 100%. Because I can actually bring it down on my end too. No, it's cool. I wanted for you guys to actually have a pleasant experience. The audio tour should come through outside the engine. It's a different app. It's all good. So we're gonna go out and do a left pattern and then get on route. Boop.
Tower, NCJ 472 Golf, Sierra Charlie 1011 at runway 17 ready for departure. North departure.
NCJ 472 Golf Sierra Charlie 1011, altimeter 299er2 departure to the north approved. Cleared for takeoff runway 17.
Cleared for takeoff runway 17. NCJ 472 Golf, Sierra Charlie 1011.
All right, here we go. Put my head in. And we are off. Since I have the subtitles, I can keep that closed now. Because the ATC will pop up in front of me as well.
NCJ 472 Golf Sierra Charlie 1011. Continue for north departure.
You know what? That should have been a south departure. And then I bank around.
Don't sink.
NCJ 472 Golf
Oh.
Sierra Charlie 1011. Acknowledge last transmission.
Yep.
Tower, NCJ 472 Golf Sierra Charlie 1011. Continue for north departure.
Potomac River in front of us. That's right, we're gonna take a dip more to the south for a little bit. I gotta come up underneath so I can try to hit those points of interest. I'll check on that after I get the plane stabilized.
NCJ 472 Golf Sierra Charlie 1011. Leaving my airspace. Frequency change approved.
Tower, NCJ 472 Golf Sierra Charlie 1011. Frequency change.
Bush radio, what's cool about it is you can put the radius like from small to large. So if you're flying in a very urban place where it has a lot of points of interest, you make the radius smaller so you can kind of pinpoint it. Otherwise, you can leave it fairly large. All right, let's go this way. So once that stabilizes, I'll double check on the bush radio stuff. Ooh. Choking there for a second. Excuse me. Okay, so while that's climbing, let me just check on something real quick. Go over here. Go to my settings. I'm actually going to do a 4,000 nautical mile. So these are the points of interest. So what's happening, folks, is this is the map. I have to have it running in the background. This is us right here. I'm trying to capture these points of interest coming up this way, and then we'll land down in Martinsburg over here. So we'll see how that goes. As we get close, it should start talking and giving us a little bit of history of what we're flying over. I did a brief test just to kind of make things, see if everything's working. But this is actually my first flight to discover things.
Attention viewers, this is your captain speaking. If you're enjoying the flight, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Thanks for flying with us today.
Whoops. Good. You can read my lips. So yeah, so let me set this procedure up. You didn't miss much. You guys didn't miss much. So we're going to do a visual straight down. Let me do 1300. Okay. If I pull up the iPad, does it give us a map? DOE nearby, let's see. So the Shenandoah Springs Wildlife Manager. I believe we're flying over this one. The Shenandoah Springs Wildlife Management Area. Yeah, I think that's where we're headed. See, when you want to fly and it's a real crappy day weather-wise, right? You can always go back and make your own weather. And then you can We can all fantasize that it's a beautiful sunny day, even though it's 10 o'clock at night here on the East Coast. Oh. The joys of flight simulation. So my CJ3 Plus had another update today, and supposedly he fixed the nav lights, but it doesn't look like it. And there were some other issues going on with the G3000, so he fixed those, but I don't think he got the lights quite fixed. But I don't think that's him. I think that's still a problem with it's a bug still in Microsoft, even with Sim Update 2. Maybe in Sim Update 3? But I'm not going to do Sim Update Beta 3 yet. Not for a while. I'll kind of let it... I've done the first one and the second one, but right now I think everything works for me. So I'm not going to push my luck. And it was nasty too, because I had all kinds of stuff in my community folder under beta, and when I actually got out of beta and it installed the live version of Sim Update 2, it took everything out of my community folder, so I had to put everything back. Just be aware. So now, in the future, I'll just make sure I back up everything before I update. That way I can just copy the folders back. So let's see where we're actually at. I wonder if there's a way with that tablet, with my EFB, if I can actually... The app actually has radio stations that are nearby, so as you fly, you can actually, on the web version, you can actually pick radio stations, but if I was to play that now, I would probably get banned for playing copyright music, so that's why I can't do that. So this is announcement stats. Go ahead and do a scan. Okay. And it's also got Wikipedia built in, which is kind of cool. Gives us something to do. It also has this game mode called Capture the Flag. So I could fly and put a flag somewhere, and then another pilot, if they discover that, they can either steal it and take it in their control, or they can actually bomb it and get rid of it for both people. We might do that in the future.
Jefferson County is
Here we go.
located in the Shenandoah Valley in the eastern panhandle of West Virginia and is the easternmost county of the U.S. state of West Virginia. As of the 2010 census, the population was 53,498. Its county seat is Charlestown. The county was founded in 1801 and today is part of the Washington metropolitan area. The county borders the westernmost tip of Maryland, one of only 2 counties in West Virginia to border another state across the Potomac River. Jefferson County was the first county formed in present-day West Virginia. It was originally to have been part of the District of West Augusta. It was separated from Frederick County, Virginia by the Virginia General Assembly on December 15, 1776, authorized by the Virginia
bring
Act
down
of
the
the Assembly
plane.
of September 1776. The county is named for Thomas Jefferson, 3rd President of the United States, who had died the year before its formation. It is a broad, level county with no mountains and few streams. The highest elevation is about 1,000 feet along its eastern border. The land is a fertile plain and gently rolling hills.
So hopefully you guys can hear that. I'll try to improve the audio as we go along with these.
Harpers Ferry is a historic town in Jefferson County, West Virginia, United States, in the lower Shenandoah Valley. The population was 285 at the 2020 census. It is situated at the confluence of the Potomac and Shenandoah rivers, where the U.S. states of Maryland, Virginia, and West Virginia meet. It is the easternmost town in West Virginia and during the Civil War was the northernmost point of Confederate-controlled territory. It has been called, speaking of the Civil War, the best strategic point in the whole South. The town was formerly spelled Harper's Ferry with an apostrophe. In the 18th century, it was the site of a ferry service owned and operated by Robert Harper. The United States Board on Geographic Names, whose domestic name committee is reluctant to include apostrophes in official place names, established the standard spelling of Harper's Ferry by 1891. By far, the most important event in the town's history was John Brown's raid on the Harper's Ferry Armory in 1859. Prior to the Civil War, Harper's Ferry was a manufacturing town, as well as a transportation hub. The main economic activity in the town in the 20th and 21st centuries is tourism. John Brown's Fort is the most visited tourist site in the state of West Virginia. The headquarters of the Appalachian Trail are there, not the midpoint, but close to it, and easily accessible, and the buildings of the former Storer College are used by the National Park Service for one of its 4 national training centers.
Wow, I did not know
National
that.
Park Service is in the 21st century Harper's Ferry's largest employer. The lower town has been reconstructed by the National Park Service. It was in ruins at the end of the Civil War, not helped by river flooding. The fact that Harper's Ferry was first and foremost an industrial village during the 19th century is not apparent in the sights, sounds or smells of the town today.
Pretty cool. Pretty cool. So let's see if there's anything else coming up. So I've discovered, where are we? Right here. We discovered this guy and this guy already. Let me make the radius a little bit bigger so we can capture all the other stuff. There we go. Maybe a little bit more. The plane on your thumbnail. Oh, that one? Yeah, probably. Yeah. Hey, I got so much going on, I have to have some help from AI. Ay, ay, ay. I'll probably get this guy right here. Let's see.
Travelers Rest, also known as the General Horatio Gates Home, is an historic plantation house located on Bowers Road near Carneysville, Jefferson County, West Virginia. Built in 1773 and enlarged a few years later, it was the home of Continental Army General Horatio Gates from 1773 until 1790. The house is very little altered from that period, and was designated a National Historic Landmark in 1972. The house is located on private property, and is not normally open to the public. It is currently being restored. Travelers Rest is located on a mountainside overlooking the Potomac River to the east, as part of a historically agricultural portion of Jefferson County that was at one time a cane and tobacco growing area. The house is a 2-story wood frame structure, 5 bays wide, with a gabled roof and stone foundation. The main facade is 3 bays wide, the entrance in the center bay, topped by a transom window. It is flanked by pilasters, and topped by a molded cornice. A two-story L extends to the left. The interior follows a central hall plan, with 2 rooms on either side of the hall, and the kitchen and dining room in the L. The house was built by William Chin in 1773, and purchased in 1783 by Gates, then a well-established local figure who had fought in the American Revolution, most prominently at the Battle of Saratoga.
For some reason, I don't have a top of descent mark. What is going on here? It looks like this is broken.
Berkeley County is located in the Shenandoah Valley in the eastern panhandle region of West Virginia in the United States. The county is part of the Hagerstown-Martinsburg, MTWV Metropolitan Statistical Area. As of the 2020 census, the county population was 122,076, making it the second most populous of West Virginia's 55 counties, behind Kanawha County. The city of Martinsburg is the county seat. The county was formed in 1772 as Berkeley County, Virginia, and named for Sir William Berkeley, colonial governor of Virginia. It was organized as a county in 1773, including later territories in present-day Mason and Randolph counties. In 1778, it became part of the newly created state of Virginia, and in 1788, it was divided into the present Berkeley and Jefferson counties. The county is rich in Civil War history, including many engagements of the Maryland Campaign in 1862.
We gotta go around. We gotta go around. I don't like that. It's too fast. Whew. Let's say I don't know what happened to my top of descent. I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna break out. Let me just see if I can declare. No, okay. Let's do this. Let me do a go around. Did not like that. Come back around. Yeah, something went haywire with that. That's okay. We'll just come down and fly around. So that's pretty much how the tours will work. Well, I can try practicing my trim here. Let's see if this works. Oops. Yeah. See if I'm mapping. Let's try to trim that. Okay.
500.
Let's go up a little bit. There we go. A little bit low, yes. Okay. Those vappy lights look weird. The pappy lights. The update screwed it up.
Stall.
Oop.
Stall. Stall.
Bad.
Martinsburg round. NCJ 472 Golf Sierra Charlie 1011. Request taxi to parking.
NCJ 472 Golf Sierra Charlie 1011. Taxi to general aviation parking via taxiway Charlie Delta.
Taxiing to general
There it is.
aviation parking using taxiway Charlie Delta. NCJ 472 Golf Sierra Charlie 1011.
I think it's right here. My eyes are bothering me. Okay. Let's follow the yellow brick road. So it sounds like I had like about 5 different points of interest, 4 or 5, I would say. But I like your idea, Rendux. I might look into taking the photography and tying it in somehow with the audio tours. See if they can add that. Or I can pick the selections with your guys' help. We could do that. Yeah, that'd be kind of cool. Where are we going? Get rid of this thing. Let's see, do I have a marshal out here? I don't see my marshal. Oh, there he is. I see him. He just spawned. Must have been out to lunch. I think this is him. I think. Oops, that's not him. Where am I going? Oh, up here. I thought that was him. He didn't have the sticks, so that explains that.
NCJ 472 Golf Sierra Charlie 1011. Hold position. Caution other traffic.
It read my mind. I was like,
NCJ 472 Golf Sierra Charlie 1011. Continue taxi.
I was gonna say this thing's about to run into me. They're looking out for me.
NCJ 472 Golf Sierra Charlie
yes.
1011. Did you copy?
Nah.
Roger. NCJ 472 Golf Sierra Charlie 1011.
Now wait a minute. I guess it's on the other side of the plane. What is that? Alright, this is weird. We're gonna call it a day right here. There we go. Sweet. Pull that out. Stop that. Kill that. Turn these off. And then I'm gonna jump out of the plane. Oh, yeah, we want to do this. get myself in that habit. There's that. Okay, so let's go to out the door. Oh, that was a lovely parking job. I need to adjust my seat. I think I'm having a hard time seeing. How should I be sitting in the plane? Should I be higher or further back? If that's possible. I don't know. But yeah, let me see now. Let's go to here. Oh, wow. I did 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Looks like 5. Actually, no, we didn't do this one. I don't think we did this one, or did I? Yeah, we did. I am still doing Walker. Yep. Just trying to mix things up a little bit. I'll probably do one stream with Walker, maybe a career mode, and another one of these, or a couple of these. You'll see me online. More. Were you able to hear the audio tour? I just need to tweak that, I think. Because I felt like the engine noise. Okay. It was fine. I mean, I lowered the engine. Yeah, here. H-E-R-E, H-E-A-R, yeah. So there's that. But what's crazy is there's like some radio stations here. So like we're in Martinsburg. So I could say tune to nearby radio stations. Let's see if it works.
In that in every opportunity we get, whether it's through
That's
the
through the
songs we sing, the
EFB.
way we love our neighbors, or in the simple time spent in prayer with our God. May everything we do and everything we say.
Oh, interesting. I wonder why that is. Because pretty much what I hear in my headphones, unless I have something muted, you know, I was hearing the engine. That's weird. So this is the capture the flag that I was talking about. We'll probably have to do this another time, but plant the flag to initiate your claim. Your flag will need to remain for up to 24 hours before we can accept your claim of ownership. Huh. But what's weird is, so it's individual components, because you can hear the ATC. I don't think the ATC is low for you. You heard the audio tours. All right, yeah, I'll look at it. Anyway, and then you have the back to this capture the flag. So you have steal the flag. Jeez, override somebody's claim of ownership by stealing their flag in the first 24 hours. The timer will not be reset. And then you can drop a bomb, plant a bomb, or drop it from above. Ooh, so that means you can actually fly, get out of the plane, plant the bomb, or just drop it. That sounds interesting. So we went from Leesburg all the way up to here, which is kind of cool. Actually, here's one that once you do them, you can't do them again. So once you've checked them for whatever reason, because they're forcing you to keep discovering, they don't want you to go back. But you can actually, I think you can actually go back. So like Dulles, right? You can do a here.
Washington Dulles International Airport, commonly known by its former name of Dulles International Airport, by its airport code of IAD, or simply as Dulles Airport.
Actually, I don't think you can hear that.
In the eastern United States, located
Or can
26
you?
miles west
Wait,
of downtown
you might be able
Washington,
to.
D.C., in Loudoun and Fairfax counties in northern Virginia.
Let me see.
Opened in 1962,
I think you can.
the airport is named after John Foster Dulles, an influential Secretary of State during the Cold War who briefly represented New York in the United States Senate. Its main terminal was designed by Eero Saarinen, who also designed the TWA Flight Center at John F. Kennedy International Airport. Operated by the Metropolitan Washington Airports Authority, Dulles occupies 13,000 acres straddling the Loudoun-Fairfax line. IAD ranks fourth in the U.S. in terms of land area, after Denver International Airport, Dallas-Fort Worth International Airport, and Southwest Florida International Airport. Most of the airport is in the unincorporated community of Dulles in Loudoun County, with a small portion in the unincorporated community of Chantilly in Fairfax County. Along with Ronald Reagan Washington National Airport and Baltimore Washington International Airport, Dulles is one of three major airports serving the Washington-Baltimore metropolitan area. As of 2024, it is the busiest airport in the Washington-Baltimore metropolitan and the 28th busiest airport in the United States. Dulles has the most international passenger traffic of any airport in the Mid-Atlantic outside the New York metropolitan area, including approximately 90% of the international passenger traffic in the Baltimore-Washington region. It had more than 20 million passenger enplanements every year from 2004 to 2019, with 27.3 million enplanements in 2024. An average of 60,000 passengers pass through Dulles daily to and from more than 139.
That's crazy. And it's the fourth largest airport. This airport, I don't know if you guys have ever been out of Dulles, but they actually have these like goofy looking buses that are like extremely tall. They're like, I think 2 or 3 stories high, and they can actually lift themselves up to the plane's door. But they recently, it's probably been about 10 years now, but they actually have some underground trams that go from, that takes you to the main terminals now. Because the planes used to come up to here, but now they've actually added terminals where you have to go from this first terminal out to another one. To your gate terminal. Let's see. Earlier I went down here. Where did I discover here? This is kind of cool. I was just flying. Because what you can do is you can just pick your plane in midair using the Flight Sim World Map, and you can just put it close to it, so you don't have to fly the whole thing. You can kind of cheat. But
the Battle of Thoroughfare Gap, also known as Chapman's Mill, took place on August 28, 1862, in Fauquier County and Prince William County, Virginia, as part of the Northern Virginia Campaign of the American Civil War. Confederate forces under Major General James Longstreet successfully drove back Union forces under Brigadier General James B. Ricketts and Colonel Percy Wyndham, allowing his corps to unite with that of Thomas J. Stonewall Jackson prior to the Second Battle of Bull Run. The Thoroughfare Gap battlefield was listed on the National Register of Historic Places in 1999. The Civil War Trust and its partners have acquired and preserved 109 acres of the battlefield. The battlefield is accessible from a walking trail adjacent to the ruins of Chapman's Mill, located north of Interstate 66 on Beverly Mill Drive. Sharpshooters used the mill's upper floor windows to defend the pass. Historic and wayside markers are placed along Virginia Route 55 just south of the mill.
Cool. So, just to give you an idea of how many locations in the world that we can visit and have audio tours. You ready? West Virginia has a ton of stuff. Ton of stuff. Let me bring this back down a little bit. Let me bring the audio back down a little bit. So that's the United States. And you got all kinds of places up in Canada, all up in here. The southeastern part of the U.S. seems pretty populated. I guess a lot of the coast. You said you're West Coast, Renduxy? You could see a ton of stuff over here. Then you have some Caribbean, a lot of in the Caribbean as well. Quite a bit going on in South America. Oh, like Hawaii, you know, all the little islands and stuff. Look at Europe. I figured Europe is going to be a lot too. Look at that. Especially up here. Good grief. Do they? Okay, so this is, wait a minute. Yeah. So this is Iceland, Greenland. So there are a few places through Greenland. I actually want to go to Greenland in real life. So now I can kind of get a little bit of a tour and some history behind it. But yeah, I mean, this gives you an idea of everything. Ooh, they got all these little points down here. Actually, I'm not sure if these are audible, but you guys kind of get the idea. And I think you don't have to fly to all of them, but I think it rates you somehow. Let's see. PO, point of interest published. So somebody, Mr. Bradshaw did 12. MRB 59 did 12 in the last 30 days. This person visited 1,520. Wow. Then the next person, 499 still on. Maiko, 446. Maximark, 439. Lecce, 383. It's kind of fun. Something being free, you know, it's kind of allows us to interact a little bit. What's this shopping? So we could do, oh, most liked, Mount St. Helens. So they have like 20, what's this about? A couple places there. Yeah, that's neat. And then where was the other thing here? Okay, so these are like collections that you can actually do. So like the World Update 2. So they base this off of the Microsoft update and the World Update and another World Update. Australia. Like 1 week or something, I could just dedicate, you know, just pick, you know, I can put a poll for you guys, which I think I'm going to do, and let you guys pick the places. We can all see the world together. Here's Nordics, Japan, UK, and Ireland. Look at this, 22, 72, 93, all kinds of craziness. France. Oh, this one I'm interested in doing this one. This one is shipwrecks. Give it a second to load. You have sinking of the Titanic, the Japanese battles. What else we got here? German cruiser, German battles. Ooh, Big Valley shipwreck. Galley shipwreck. This is, yeah. What else we got? Galapagos Island. Seven Wonders of the World. Tested eyelids. I'm actually seeing these for the first time. Lighthouses. I love lighthouses. Used to go down on the beach of the Outer Banks, and they got some really cool lighthouses. And as you guys know, the Outer Banks was home to the first flight. I don't know if it breaks it down. Let's see if they list all 40. It's not going to break it down, I don't think. I have to, let's see. Oh, cool. They actually, how does this work? Look, I highly recommend picking up the bush trip available at, so are these already planned? Is like the flight plan already there? That might be the case. Let's see. Let's do this. Let me copy that. Let's just leave that there. Go over here. Oh, not found. Huh. Flight Sim IO. That's okay. We can actually build a. I mean, but I wish that would have been cool if you could pick up the whole flight plan for these things. I guess not, because it'd be all over the place. Where? Let's see if the one in North Carolina, Outer Banks. Yep, Cape May. Not this one. Wait, that's not it. Cape Hampton. This one, I think, yeah, I've been to this one right here. Ooh, cool. Okay, so there's no audio tour on that one. I think you just fly over it. How does that work? So I've actually traveled all the way down here. So this is North Carolina. Virginia's up here. So I've come all the way down here. onto this first strip, because you got bay over here. This part is the bay. And then you cross over this bridge. No, actually, this is the bay, right? Or the little, I guess, not a bay, I forgot what they call it. The inlet. So you got water on both sides. Yeah, so I've stayed all down here, but this is Kitty Hawk, which is where the Wright brothers flew. Or Kill Devil, I'm sorry, Kill Devil is where, actually it's Kitty Hawk, right? Wait a minute. This is where they flew. I think. Where is it? I think it's here. Yeah, I'm sorry. It is Kill Devil Hills is where the Wright brothers flew. That's the spot that started this whole industry. If you can believe it. You know, people actually use little gliders now. There's like sand there, sand dunes, so they actually use gliders there. That's kind of neat. But that's where it all started. I've been down to Nag's Head. I've actually gone to this whole strip, but my favorite part is actually for driving up on the beach is there should be a place called Corolla. Right here, Corolla. So you can actually drive through here. Oh, it won't let me drive or zoom in further. But anyway, you can actually get on the beach here, and there's all these wild animals like that just running around the beach. And they'll come up to you. People start feeding them. You're not supposed to feed them, but you know the beach is so wide that people do it anyway. Yeah, that's pretty cool. So I came down here. But the crazy thing is, for hurricanes, these people all have to get off. Because, you know, most people evacuate, but there's quite a few people that actually stay behind. Personally, I'd be gone. I've been down to Elizabeth City. Are there anything down here that we can visit? Huh, I might have to fly to this airport. But that I'll use the CJ3 Plus. I'll use a much faster plane. What else we got? So yeah, so that's pretty much it. So you gave me some ideas. There's probably going to be some career mode, some walker. And a couple more of these tour things. So yeah, that's gonna be it for me today. It seems like it works well. So lots of more content coming your way. As you guys can see, I've been pretty consistent now with either doing live streams. I think I streamed almost every day this week except Monday. And I'm uploading content. I'm also trying to stream out to Twitch. Just to kind of build my community. So, anyway, that's all I have for this evening. I will let you guys go, and I will see you next stream. See ya! See ya, Brendexy. Thanks for your help. See you, bud.